Hello and welcome. RDS membership is delighted to be in conversation with Rebecca Markey, Chief Executive of IFP Media. Rebecca has 23 years experience in management, marketing, campaign planning, event management, branding and media. She is on the RDS Committee of Enterprise and she is chair of the RDS Gold Medal Working Group. She is also on the SSE Airtricity Leagues Marketing Committee and is chair of the Irish Youth Foundation's Bloomsday Event Committee. Rebecca is also former chair of Magazines Ireland. Rebecca, before we speak about your business, could you explain to us a little bit about when you joined the RDS and why you joined?
I joined 10 years ago in 2011. I'd attended the gold medal event in 2010, had a great day, realised all the networking opportunities that would be available. Also, our offices are based out in Monkstown, so to actually have a base closer to the city was definitely a plus. There I could meet clients, have meetings, meet for lunch, and also the car parking is very handy as well. So I've been a member ever since.
And can you explain to members, what does IFP do?
Well, we are a media house, as the name suggests, and we offer a full suite of media services. So everything from print and digital publishing, content creation, design, event management, etc. So we're kept busy.
IFP Media was started by your father, David Markey, wasn't it?
It was over 40 years ago. So started off with the Irish Farmers Monthly, which is their flagship title still. And from then, himself, my mum and their team launched Irish Food Magazine and then started working with official bodies on their titles. So SIMI's, Irish Motor Management Magazine, and then Veterinary Ireland Journal came next, and it's been built up ever since.
In taking over a family business, did you encounter any hesitation or resistance from staff or anybody else in the industry, specifically in being a woman who was taking over a business in quite a male-dominated industry?
I was known as David's daughter for quite a long time, which was a little bit difficult. I think I was lucky. My parents, well, I always wanted to go into the family business. My parents didn't take me in directly from college. I had to go out and gain some experience. So when I did join the company, I was coming with my own contacts and a few years behind me. I wasn't totally wet behind the ears. So I worked for Irish International, who are an agency, and then I worked for the Irish Youth Foundation as their fundraising executive and then fundraising manager. And I'm still obviously involved with the charity now. And then I moved into the company 19 years ago. I have to say it very fast because it's flown. And I guess, when you're joining a family business, it is quite hard. I don't know if it's my own insecurities or really how the team saw me, but I think they thought that I was going to be reporting and running back on anything that happened during the day. But they realised that I could do the job I was brought in to do, which was an advertising executive. I was selling space, and then mutual trust builds up, and it goes from there. And the same with clients. I think, over the years, when I started gaining more and more experience and working across the different titles and different areas of business, it's all about respect and mutual respect. And it was nice though when I stopped becoming David's daughter. And there was actually a moment, it's very funny. My dad attended a lunch and the lady beside him said, where do you work? And he said, IFP Media. And she was, Rebecca Markey works there. So that was for him. Yeah. It was a nice change as well.
Great. And when you took over, Rebecca, were there any changes that you implemented? Did you diversify?
I guess I did officially. So as I said, we're a publishing company, and the world was changing very, very quickly. While we were providing content for people and maybe organising some smaller events, we didn't officially have us, mapped out. So we launched Full House Events, our events division, and Content Hub, our content creation and PR division. So it was a nice way to be able to go out to existing clients and promote ourselves in that space, and then also, to go after new business. So that was in 2017.
The past year has been challenging for all businesses, all types of businesses globally. In navigating your business in the last 12 months, what are you most proud of?
it's kind of gone a bit of a blur now when you say 12 months. I guess how quickly we as a company had to adapt, especially our events division. So we went from having live events to suddenly everything being online, and it's been great. Our events team bedded down and upskilled, and we've had some great wins now in the last 12 months from the event side, and like we're running an event now in May for 2,000 delegates. So it's amazing how you can upskill and adapt. So I guess I'm really proud of that.
Many of us have been working remotely for the last year or so. How has working remotely affected you?
God, it's funny, again, I haven't been in the office since the 12th of March, and when I said goodbye to the team, it was like, see you in 2 weeks. Look, it's had its challenges. I'm not going to lie, March and April last year were really, really tough. Seeing business drop away so quickly and trying to keep the team motivated. And make them feel secure, that their jobs were secure as well. So it was difficult initially, but I'm really in the swing of it now. I really enjoy remote working. The mommy guilt is not as bad. I'm there for breakfast, I'm there for dinner. And I guess, I would like to say that I won't go back to how it was and the hustle and bustle of, racing to the office 5 days a week. And I'd like to continue to work from home a bit. Balancing act.
Like many women in the Irish workforce, you're the mother of a child attending primary school. With the schools just coming back now after Christmas, what kind of challenges do you think there have been for mothers who work outside of the home during the pandemic?
It's kind of how long do you have? I've got one son who's nearly 9. He's in 3rd class, so he's not back till the 15th of March. And then I have another son who's just finished his master's in law. He's 23, so big age gap. They both bring their different challenges. Look, it was very hard. The patience, I realised I'm never going to be a school teacher, but trying to juggle and, as I said, keep the company going, keep the house going. 4 people in the house. Everyone just seems to be eating, and it's dirty the whole time. But I'm very lucky. My husband has been amazing. He did take on, I guess, about 80% of the home schooling. But look, whether you have a child or you don't have a child, whether you've got a partner, don't have a partner, everybody has faced challenges this past year, and I'm very conscious with the team that no home is the same and no one has the same support structure. So it's been an interesting year, but roll on the 15th of March for me anyway to get Nathan, for his own sake as well, to get him back into school.
The RDS has organised this talk to mark International Women's Day. This year, the theme of International Women's Day is Choose to Challenge. So they're calling on women to call out any behaviour, any negative behaviours they see that might be gender bias or inequality. As a woman in business, what would you choose to challenge this year?
I know it's meant to be a pledge you take, isn't it? Hold your hand up. Look, I think a lot of it is about building women up now and confidence. So I would like to say, challenge other women about how they see themselves and how they view themselves. I know so many women, and look, I'm sure I'm including myself, that if you say, that was great presentation, you did really well in that meeting, or even you look great, and they never just say thank you. They always minimise their achievements or of what they've done. There's this really famous survey that was done that by Hewlett Packard, and it's about men and women both going for jobs, and the man would look at the job description and tick 6 out of the 10 and go, that's the job for me, and away he goes. And when a woman would look at it and she might tick 6 or 7 things and still is doubting herself. So I think it's very much a confidence thing with women, and we really have to build each other up and support each other. So that's what I'd like to pledge to do for 2021.
Great. 48% of RDS members are women. You're on the RDS Committee of Enterprise. As a serving voluntary officer, Would you encourage female RDS members to run for election for the various RDS committees?
And listen, of course, it's literally what I've just said. You have to be in it. So I joined the Committee of Enterprise, I think, about 2 years ago now, and I'm really enjoying it. And everyone brings something different to the table, or the Zoom calls as it is at the moment. And I'm learning the whole time off the people around the table as well, and I hope them from me. And it's all about networking. And I think, as being on the Committee of Enterprise, you can see the good that you can do. And I'm really enjoying. I'm chairing the working group for the gold medal, and it's lovely to be able to look back at people in enterprise in Ireland and be able to reward them for a job well done. So most definitely.
Rebecca Markey, thank you very much for your time today, and thank you for a wonderful insight.
Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed it.
RDS membership organises a range of online events for members. Details of these events are available on the members area of our website. If you're not a member of the Society and you would like to join, please email join@rds.ie. Thank you.